That's how you grid. The grid represents water and wind. So this is a binary grid. So if you 0 at 1 at some point, it represents an island. If you have 0 at some point, it represents what? So the question is, you have to count the number of islands in given grid. So here this will be a island, this will be an island, this will be an island. Till 0. So if you had received such a grid like this, you have done the result as 3. So how you do proceed? One thing you can do is you can do a depth first search. Initially, you have to iterate over every cell in the grid. When you are finding a 1, do a depth first search over there. Convert every one of them into 0. Every one of those ones into 0. And for single depth first search, you increment your counter by 1. And you continue traverse. If it is all these you might have found 1 here. You might have found 1 here. When you had found this one, you would have converted that into 0. Along with that, you will be converting all this into 0. So by the time, then you will search over the second one, third one, fourth one. Then you will proceed to next row, first, second, third. At fourth, again you will find a 1. When you find a 1, you will have to transform that into 0. At that time, you again make another increment. So you convert the same into 0. Now you go to next cell. All these are 0, so you do nothing. When you reach here, you will do another DFS. Suppose, and convert that also into 0. There were 2 cells, like this were also 1. You will convert this also into 0 because these will be adjacent cells. So when you do this, you will make another placement. So in net, you will have 3 islands that can be retrieved from this grid. So how will you go with program? So you have this grid given. This will have 1 island over here, 1 island here, 1 island here. You cannot have diagonal connections. You will be always moving at left, right, or up, down. So you have in total 3 islands. So initially, the count is 0. You will iterate through every cell. Then you will check whether that cell is 1 or not. If it is 1, how to do? You have to check whether that cell is 1 or not. If it is 1, then you have to do DFS from that point and increment your counter. So this has to be defined. This is the size of grid. We need this DFS to be defined. What DFS do is it will scan all the connected ones and it will transform those ones into zeros, so that when the iteration goes over, proceeds further, it won't hit the same island again. So I will then understand it better. You need I, you need J, you need this. You need a filter to check whether the I had outbounded, J had bounded. It can go in both directions. It can come below 0. It can go above grid size. In all these cases, simple. Otherwise, convert the grid I, J into 0 and traverse across. In all these cases, you need some kind of checks. In all these cases, you have to do one more thing. If it is already a 0, then don't do anything in that direction. This will give you net count of islands in the string, islands in the grid. It gave you 0. That is bad. This is not 1. This is character 1. Yeah, I carry 3 lines. Hope you understood the logic. Thanks for listening.